Welcome to the first Welltrado video podcast, a useful material about P2P lending platforms. Our mission is to make investing transparent, profitable, and easy. You have the opportunity to compare P2P lending platforms, see statistical data, and choose platforms you would like to invest in. In our first video podcast, we are going to look at Lenndy, which is an online loan marketplace. We're also going to explain a few key metrics termed to you, like average yearly return, late loans, and buyback guarantee. As you can see here, there are loan originators who sell their issued loan rights to Lenndy, where investors can invest their money and expect annual interest from 12 to 15%. People like you have the opportunity to invest in loans by buying already issued loan rights. Creating an account is simple and fast. You can either create a new account by using your email or just use your existing Facebook account. After the website improvements, it is even easier to navigate at Lenndy dashboard. You can pick loans, see the returns, and deposit your money very fast. Lenndy has a policy that ensures that both individuals and entities can safely invest through Lenndy. Individuals must be at least 18 years old and have an active online P2P account, which is an international e-bank that provides very safe and fast transfers between other banks in the world. Here you can review your portfolio and account summary. The interest earned since registration in July is almost 25 euros, with the average percentage rate of 12.20%. Here you can see in how many loans you have invested since registration and how many of them are active, how many of them are late to be paid back by borrowers, etc. Personally, I like to invest in short-term loans, up to 3 months, since I prefer to get my funds back as soon as I can. The loans you can see here are already issued by administrators. Lenndy ensures that any doubtful risky loans are not included. So let's take a look at what we have here. First, the loan originator, which issued the loan and provided it to investors on Lenndy platform. Then time left until the maturity of the loan, amount that has already been funded by investors, and total amount that is required, annual interest rate, which is normally between 12 and 15% annually. Some of the loans are secured by buyback guarantee and collateral, such as real estate and vehicles, as well as personal guarantees, which means that if the borrower is late to pay fees at least 1 day, loan operator covers the debt from his own funds. Then, time left until the end of the investment period. Even if the required amount is not reached, your investment will be confirmed. Then maximum amount that is still available for you to invest. Investors at Lenndy earn 12.79% average annual interest. Earnings usually depend on investment strategy and risk awareness. That is, when you choose to invest only in loans secured with buyback guarantee and collateral, you can expect to earn around 12% return. If you want to get 13–15% annual return, you should consider adding invoice financing and business loans to your portfolio. Investors are able to see a certain amount of information about the loan collateral, and the borrower. You can find out the purpose of the loan and when and how the borrower is planning to pay it back. General information about the collaterals is in English, but the provided documentation is in Lithuanian. The information you get about the borrower depends on if it's a private or an institutional borrower. In this case, we have a company, which is an institutional borrower. Investing process is easy and fast. You just have to make sure that you have at least 10 euros in your account balance, which is the minimal amount you can invest in a loan. The amount of registered users has grown enormously in just over a year. In the last year, the amount of users have increased almost 6 times, which has resulted in the increase of invested and funded amounts. You can see that the most common loans on the platform are invoice financing and secured car loans. From all the issued loans, 44% have been paid back and almost 56% has to be paid back. In loan performance details, you can see all the important information about each loan type and their respective loan originators. Statistics are available for everyone, so you can take a look by yourself, but you have to be patient, since it takes quite some time for the statistics page to load up. What's going to happen in the future? By the end of 2017, Lenndy is planning to introduce some new features, such as new tab next to each loan, where they provide the information about undertaken actions for each loan, including reason of overdue payments, loan recovery status, etc. Portfolio information export functionality, Auto Invest, which will allow investors to pre-select the investment criteria and save them quite some time. SEPA payments, new way of depositing money directly to Lenndy account. Now let's look at the positive and negative aspects of Lenndy. Positive aspects are that there are 0% default rates and no late loans that are more than 90 days. Competitive lender returns rates up to 14%. Fast ID verification up to 2 working days. Negative aspects are: there are no information about loans that have already been funded, but they're planning to implement that. You can deposit or fund only through Paysera e-wallet account, which creates extra difficulties because you have to register and deposit money there first. No wire transfer through traditional banks are allowed, but they are planning to implement SEPA payments. You can only invest in loans in Lithuania, and there is no information whatsoever about the company's relocation from Lithuania to Latvia. This is it for today's podcast. Hope you enjoyed it.